To Atlanta Tarot. This is the tarot forecast for Libra for end of May, June 2022. So Libra, we are in the element of air and the zodiac sign is Gemini, so your cousin sign. So the Gemini and the air element is all about communication in Gemini, especially with this in Gemini. It's all about communication, ideas, which will really suit you, Libra, because you're very similar to that. It's a similar thread running through your makeup. So you are in your 9th house, which is the house of philosophy, long distance travel, truth seeking, anything to do with mainly philosophy on what your stance is on life and how you live life, and you may be sort of delving into subjects of interest that are sort of a long way off. If you're not travelling or planning travel, could come in as well for this next 4 weeks. So the energy around is the 4 of Swords, which asks you just to chill out. Be a spectator, not a participator this 4 weeks, Libra. So a good time to be sort of, researching and just doing, looking into subjects and that fascinate you. May have a lot to do with overseas countries or overseas cultures, all that sort of thing will be in the forefront. So we have 4 of Swords, which is the chill out card, as I said. Let's see where you are right now. And you have the Empress. So it's the Mother Earth card, or the Mother card as well. So all focusing on all very feminine archetype, the Empress. She's the top of the female. She's the top archetype in the tarot for feminine and femininity. Could be meaning to lots of abundance coming through for you. So it looks like it'll be a very interesting month in terms of, birthing of new ideas, birthing, anything to do with that female birthing aspect or just nurturing aspect as well. Very top card, so nice way to start. And to me, it's the most beautiful card in the whole of the 78 of the tarot. So let's see what's brought this mother figure or this mothering influence, female influence in, and in turn will influence the rest of the reading. And we have the Queen of Swords, which is your queen as well. So it's about clarity, it's about seeing things very clearly. But also with the Queen of Swords, she tends to speak the truth where others fear to do so. So she's very sort of forthright in what she thinks. She can be seen as a bitter sort of a woman too, a quite austere woman, very much of the mind and communication, but her communication is definitely very direct. So this is, and she wears, as you can see, she's got a little Libra insignia on her shoulder, on her sleeve there for the Libran. So very much your energy, and for the Libran males, that female or that same kind of energy coming through. So very much about this next 4 weeks, about speaking the truth from your stance, but clarity is the most imposing theme of this card from this female sort of archetype. So very female suddenly we have. Let's see what was going on in the April-May time, which is still current today. And we have 4 of Wands, so very much happy home card, consolidation card. So you might have got a lot sort of accomplished in the last 4 weeks preceding this, in the time of Taurus, moving through the gateway too of sort of, really becoming proficient at something and moving on to the next level. But it's an action card, it's a forward moving card. So it's very pleasing, it's a pleasing card. It's also about house and home, about your home, spending time in the home, all that kind of energy there. But a very nice card nevertheless. Recent influences, and we have the Four of Cups. So a bit of discontent sort of rolling through and rolling through. This is the card where we have to remind ourselves we've got everything that we need and want, and plus more. So there's no need to feel sort of discontent. But it could be just in your emotional relationships, it's been a bit of a difficult time, or maybe you just haven't been paying attention to them, or maybe it's just come to a bit of a standstill with people because you've been focused on other things like, you know, consolidating your career or your work or your projects, whatever they may be. You don't have to, not everybody works in this world, but they have projects. So maybe, you know, just looking at this too, if there's Librans out there, you know, who aren't in a relationship and sort of in that sort of phase where you're thinking, oh, you know, I'll never meet anybody. It could be coming to the fact that you may well be ready soon to meet somebody. You may have learned all the lessons that you needed to learn from the last relationship, if you get my drift. So, but this is just very much a transitory feeling, and we all have days of this kind of a feeling where it just feels like, oh, this is a glum period. Let's see the lesson you're learning. And we have the Six of Swords. So very much, sorry, going from a rough, choppy time to a very smooth sailing, things doing well, also travel, whether that's it just in your mind or whatever you're selecting to find interest in the next 4 weeks. Could be, like I said before, far distant travel, all those kind of themes coming through for your projects or whatever it is going on, your philosophies, things going well. Really nice card actually, so just go with that flow and, you know, just try and be upbeat and see the good in things rather than worrying about, you know, just that things aren't as you'd like them to be in all elements of your life. Coming up to the first week of June, we have the Six of Wands, so ongoing success, things going well, ticking along really nicely there. It's another action card as it's the fire suit, things going well, feeling a bit of recognition of all the efforts you've been putting into projects, etc. It's very much a card of the Leo people who are very much front and centre of most things in their life, so very sort of upfront and, you know, just that it's a recognition card really of work you've done. So it's about looking, and it's another 6 as well, so it's about that nice balance that we can achieve sometimes when we know we're on the right road to whatever it is that we're working on at that time. Okay, what's happening that you're not realising? And we have the Eight of Wands, so very much a travel card again, very much a card of no obstacles coming through. Very philosophical card too. It belongs to the Sagittarian sort of group. So once again, this is happening where you're not realising. So I don't know, there might be this theme of foreign. This is very much a travelling card. Linked to the Sagittarians actually are the zodiac sign for the 9th house is Sagittarius. So very much that sort of far-seeing sort of energy too. So that's definitely coming in. So make a note of that, Libra, because that's going to be sort of really matching up with the theme of your 9th house. How others see you. And we have the Seven of Coins. So stepping back, having a look at the body of work you've produced so far, whatever that may be for you this year, stepping back and having a look at how far you've come. It takes time to grow that sunflower field, doesn't it? So that's how others seeing you, as this sort of very robust type of character who really gets things done and ploughing through things, and really kind of earthy as well, keeping it very earthed and things sort of just flourishing. You haven't reached the 10 yet, but you're nearly there with the 7. So it's like a don't give up card as well. So a really nice card actually, Libra. Let's see what you're feeling positive about. And we have the Ace of Wands. So definitely the project coming off the ground, really sort of boundless energy coming through too. Can be fertility for those who are looking, you know, to especially become a mother here as the first card. Very much fertility card. Things moving really quickly, but the most important thing of this card is just that a boundless energy that you're going to get to achieve whatever it is you want to achieve. You've got a few, 4 wands cards. So it looks like it's going to be a very busy month for you, but the most important thing is you'll have lots of energy to go to do whatever it is you want to do. Let's see the final outcome card. And we have the Chariot, so emotional discipline here. So just keeping everything, you know, balanced. This is yet another travel card, funnily enough, the Chariot. But with this, it's like a road trip card. Before you go on your road trip with your car, you have to get it serviced. You have to be disciplined in order to get to where you want to go. And this card is a major card, but it talks about that emotional discipline that you have to employ to get to wherever it is you want to go. So things have to be really sort of scrutinized and well balanced, and especially emotionally too, because if your emotions have been at a low ebb, it's not going to help you to achieve whatever it is that you want to achieve, Libra. But with this card, it's a Cancerian card, the Chariot. So June, July, late June, July is going to be quite important. Okay, your message. Pure livelihood. Your work is to discover yourself, your world, and then with all your heart give yourself to it. Inside each of us there is a longing to do work that helps others experience greater happiness and joy, work that builds a better world. So there you go, just really focusing on livelihood and what matters to you. And it's, funnily enough, it's card number 9 as well, to go with your 9th house. Have a wonderful month, Libra, and thank you very much for listening.